Between May 8 and 10, India launched precision airstrikes on Pakistani military air bases, a calibrated retaliation to Pakistan's terrorism. But this was not just a military response by India. It was a strategic message to Pakistan. The real message wasn't in what was hit, it was in what wasn't. These Indian missiles carried a message that the age of Pakistan's nuclear blackmail was over. Let me just explain this to you. Among the air bases hit are two bases that are Pakistan Air Force's most critical facilities. Why is this important? Because they are believed to be connected to Pakistan's nuclear storage beneath the Kirana Hills. But let's just be clear here. India did not hit any nuclear sites. On Monday, India's Director General of Air Operations, Air Marshal A.K. Bharti, confirmed that the Indian Armed Forces did not target the nuclear facility at Kirana Hills in Pakistan.
Thank you for telling us that Kirana Hill houses some nuclear installation. We did not know about it. Okay. And we've not hit Kirana Hills, whatever is there. Okay. I did not brief in my briefing yesterday. Thank you.
The statement was interesting. He was telling Pakistan and the world something powerful. That India acted with military precision and political maturity. It says that India made a deliberate decision to demonstrate capability without crossing the line. It said India can hit Pakistan where it hurts most. But India chose not to, for now. India stands by its nuclear doctrine, no first use of nuclear weapons. But this strike showed that India can destroy Pakistan's nuclear facilities where they stand, with unimaginable consequences if Pakistan dares to open the nuclear front. As mentioned earlier, between May 8 and 10, India struck military air bases across Pakistan. Among them is the base in Sargodha and in Rawalpindi. We are talking about the Musharraf Air Base in Sargodha and the Noor Khan Air Base in Rawalpindi. Both Musharraf and Noor Khan are not just strongholds. They are reportedly tied to Pakistan's nuclear command and control structure. While Noor Khan lies close to the headquarters of the Strategic Plans Division, the unit overseeing Pakistan's nuclear arsenal, Sargodha is reportedly linked to underground nuclear storage sites beneath the Kirana Hills. Just to reiterate this, India's Air Marshal A.K. Bharti has denied India hitting Kirana Hills and, quote, whatever is there, quote unquote. But it shows India's restraint at Kirana Hills. This has also sparked renewed interest in what lies beneath Kirana Hills. According to a 2023 report by the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, Kirana Hills was a subcritical nuclear test site between 1983 and 1990. It reportedly includes over 10 underground tunnels, warhead storage, launch vehicle garages, munitions depots. And it's not just Indian analysts watching the developments closely. In a recent report, while referring to US President Donald Trump's role in de-escalation talks, New York Times cited an unnamed former American official familiar with Pakistan's nuclear program. This official revealed Pakistan's deepest fear: a decapitation fear. A fear that India could neutralize Pakistan's nuclear command. According to this unnamed US official, a strike on Noor Khan could be interpreted in Pakistan as a warning that India is capable of that. It wouldn't come as a surprise then that India was able to instill that fear once again with its strikes on the bases. The plethora of satellite images presented by the Indian Armed Forces post the ceasefire coming into effect, proving that exact point. Indian strikes on Noor Khan and Sargodha were not just retaliatory or random, of course. They were a precise and calculated warning to Pakistan. They were surgical and chillingly effective. And the impact? Several Western media reports suggest panic in Islamabad. Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif reportedly convened an emergency meeting of the National Command Authority, which is Pakistan's apex nuclear decision-making body. Of course, Pakistan denies the meeting ever happened, but what followed speaks volumes. Pakistan halted its cross-border attacks, and India's message had landed. Operation Sindoor was not just retaliation, it was a strategic recalibration of India's posture. By striking deep inside Pakistan, India has redefined the rules of engagement as far as Pakistan is concerned. And now, under this new doctrine, India has made its position absolutely clear. Any future act of cross-border terror will be treated as an act of war. And it will invite direct, forceful response. Just to put this simply, India did not just strike Pakistan's air bases, it struck fear and changed the game.